Hi, it's Cheryl with Caribou Country Lifestyle, and we're back. Now, this is the Seed Starting Series, Episode 6. And today I am just starting tomato plants. I have 21 varieties of tomato plants that I will be starting. And I have some that are a bush type, and with the bush type, it's a determinate tomato. So they can go into a pot. It has a determined height that it gets to. The rest are indeterminate, and that just means that they will be needing to be staked. So they have an indeterminate height of how high they will get. I also have a couple of ones that I'm going to be putting into hanging baskets as well. So let's get started. Varieties of tomatoes, and I'm starting with the Celebrity Hybrid. I haven't done these before. This is a new one that I purchased, and I just wanted to have another type of a bush tomato, the determinate. I have mostly indeterminate, the vining tomatoes, and as I do really enjoy those, I also like to have the determinate with the different bush varieties. So like I say, this Celebrity I've never done before. So I am just going to be putting 6 seeds on top of the soil. And each one of these 2.5 by 2.5 cell, I am only going to be just putting each variety on one cell. So this is labeled Celebrity Hybrid. I'm putting all 6 tomato seeds on top of the soil in this one cell. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next is I'm doing the San Marzano. I did these last year, but I was saying how it didn't, they were okay, but the plants didn't get very big. And my thoughts on that were that I had them on my deck, and I think this year I decided I was going to put them closer to the house so that they would get some shade. I think they were just getting way too much full sun. Oh, that one shot into that one, so let's get that seed out. And so I'm going to try and provide them with a little bit more shade, not the full sun. And hopefully it'll be better this year for them. The San Marzano, it is a paste tomato, like aroma. The Lemon Boy, and I like the idea of the Lemon Boy because it is a yellow tomato, as they're referred as the Lemon Boy, and it is a low acid tomato. And if you struggle with acid like I do, I have diverticulosis. So I'm trying to pick a variety that I love tomatoes, and this is the reason why I'm doing the Lemon Boy. It's low in acid and it has fewer seeds. Now I have only exactly 6 seeds, so I will be doing all of them, but I would order the Lemon Boy again. Or if I could find something that is equivalent to being a low acid variety, I would consider that as well. So my next one I'm going to do, these are my Tumbling Yellow Hybrid tomatoes. Now these are going to be going into a hanging basket so that they can just tumble over the side and it's just a cherry tomato. So I just gotta look and see where that one is, right here. I have all my tags already made up. And again, I will do 6 of these. And I did the tumbling yellow tomatoes. I did those last year. And again, they were on my deck in a hanging basket. So this year I'm actually going to have them still in a hanging basket, but I'm going to hang them under the eaves so that they will also get some shade. This is a new one that I'm trying, and it is a cascading tomato that you can put into a container as well. This is a Torenzo, and I just wanted to have a red cherry tomato that I could put into a hanging basket. Last year I did the tumbler red variety. So this year I thought I would try something a little bit different. The Torenzo, haven't done that before, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's as good as the red tumbler variety, and hopefully it is more successful on the deck than I have had. On to the indeterminate varieties, and my first one is New Girl. I have done the New Girl last year. I really was happy with how well these plants did. Now my sister, she said she had a different outlook on the New Girl. She said she wasn't going to do them this year. And I said, was it because of taste or because of performance? And she actually said it was both. Now, I thought these performed magnificently in my raised beds, and I had them staked because it is a indeterminate variety. I don't think we actually ate them fresh. I think I used them for making my salsa. So my salsa tasted awesome. So I'll have to make sure I try more of them fresh, and then give a better valued opinion about that. This is a new one that I'm trying. This is a Cherry Roma, and it is an indeterminate variety. So it will also have to be staked. I just thought, well, that's kind of cool, having Cherry Roma as something different. I'm just trying to find, oh, there it is. Trying to find the tag. I had everything all set up so I would be organized, but I'm just grabbing these packets as I come to them, and then I have to find the tag that I did up for it. And because I have so many varieties, it's not that easy to find. Okay, so that's it for that one. The Aunt Ruby's German Green. I like the looks of these. It's more green than it is red, but it does have some red streaks going through the tomato. So I did these last year, and I don't really have an opinion on these as of yet. So this one, sorry, the Aunt Ruby's German Green is at the front. I see it now. There's 1, 2, 3. And even though I'm putting 6 seeds in each one of these cells, once they germinate and the seedlings get going, I will be splitting the plants up into their individual cell. I just find this easier starting it this way, and it takes up less space. Next is the Brandywine Red Heirloom. I really like these as a slicer tomato, especially for toasted tomato sandwiches. It's quite a large tomato. No, I got one seed stuck in the corner here, and I want to get it because I don't have very many seeds left in this pack, so I am just going to do them all. And that one's right there. So I have 7 seeds left in this pouch, and I will just do them all. Can you hear my dog? She's hanging out with me downstairs. She doesn't really totally enjoy not being in the limelight. She is a very social puppy, so it's kind of funny. Okay, next is, these are the Sweetie Cherry, and I did these last year, and I really enjoyed those too. And these are actually quite old seeds that I have. I see. I don't have any left in that pouch, but you know what? I actually collected some Sweetie Cherry seeds because I knew I didn't have, I forgot that I used up the last of them. So I collected some of the seeds from some of my Sweetie Cherry tomatoes. So I am just going to start some of those instead. Okay, the Sweetie Cherry right in the front. And we'll see how it goes. I've never saved my seeds before, and so it'll be, I'm excited to see if this turns out and if they are truly the Sweetie Cherry. And I'll put the rest of these back in here. So it'll be a good experiment to see. I actually saved a few of my seeds from some of my tomatoes. I saved some yellow pear and some natural black cherry, the Sweetie Cherry, chocolate sprinkles. I saved those as well. So I've still got some chocolate sprinkles in here. Okay, that's it. This is the chocolate sprinkles. This is a cherry tomato as well. And that's the chocolate sprinkles there. And this is a very cool tomato. It's red, but it's like it has green streaks going through it for a cherry tomato. And they are actually quite nice. I like the flavor of them. So chocolate sprinkles are in the back. And I have exactly 8 seeds left. And I am just going to do all of them. Now, this was a variety that I also saved some of the seeds from. So I will, I don't know if I'll order more because I will just reuse those seeds that I saved. So that was it for the chocolate sprinkles. my next cherry tomato, and these are all still indeterminate. They need to be staked. This is a natural black cherry. And this one, it ripens to a red, but it like the color is almost like a blacky gray red. Oh, I had them in a little Ziploc bag. Here, I'm thinking I'm gonna dump them out on my plate, but I was actually put these into a little baggie. And is that it? So I have exactly 7 of these. This is another variety that I saved. So I will plant all 7. And then we'll just use, next year I'll use the ones that I saved. So that was it for that one. That was the natural black cherry. Okay, next, the yellow pear. I really like the yellow pear. It does need to be staked. And I did save seeds for these too, but I have lots. I still have lots, so I really didn't need to save any of these seeds because I still have so many. So I'll just start 6 of these. And I've actually had these yellow pear seeds for a long time, so they're doing pretty good for the, I don't know when I got them, and there isn't a expired by date. Sometimes you'll find these are Mackenzie seeds, and sometimes you'll see that they're expired by a certain date, but they don't have a date, an expired date on them. These Old German, I love the looks of these, and they're a big slicer. I did these last year, and we got quite a few toasted tomato sandwiches out of these. Oh, I still got lots of these seeds. So, Old German right here in the front. I'll do 6 of these. I had all these trays set up and all these cells filled with dirt, and the soil was all moistened and everything, and I was going to do this yesterday, and I just ran out of time. My day just got away with me, something fierce. I'm in the middle of trying to get my bookkeeping finished so that I can take it to our accountant. We only have until the end of this month to get that finished. My next one, this is a rainbow blend, and I've been growing this for the last 3 years, and it's been a really nice tomato. It's a family of the Brandywine, or this tomato is a part of the Brandywine family. And I did see, oh, right here on this end. So I'll do 6 of these. But it had a blend of colors, and all the ones that have grown on the vine, as far as the ones that I have started, they've all been red. So I haven't seen any other colors on them yet. Next is the ox heart. This is my 3rd year growing these. The first spot that I put these in my garden was not a good spot at all. They didn't grow very good at all. I think I shot one in here. I can't tell. Well, when I separate these, this is why you don't do this over your tray, because you have a tendency to shoot it over the side. Ox heart. These tomatoes are literally shaped like a heart. And as I was saying, the first spot that I put them in my first year, they didn't do very good at all. They had a lot of filtered sun going through, and they did not like the spot that they were in. And when I put them in a different spot last year, they did so much better. I actually wasn't going to grow these again after my first year, but when I put them in a different spot, they did so much better. Now, the next one is the Amish paste. And these are another type of a plum Roma tomato. And this one, I put it in the same spot as the ox heart 2 years in a row, and it did not do good in that spot. So I am not putting it in that spot this year, putting it in a different spot. I'm not growing any tomatoes in that spot because clearly they don't like it. And I have quite a few seeds of this left, so I will put half. What do I have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I will put 5 in here. And we'll see how it goes. It's got to be better if I'm going to put them in a different spot. Got to be better. Okay, these next 3 varieties are varieties that I got from my sister. This is the Indigo Rose. And they're black, but when they're ripe, they start to turn red on the bottom of them first. So you actually have to kind of look at the bottom. And if you notice that they're starting to turn red, then you know that you can pick them. So the Indigo Rose is right here, and I will do 6 of those. So my sister gave me these seeds, and I probably said before, she lives in Saskatchewan. She doesn't do quite as many tomatoes as I do, but she also doesn't have the same space for tomatoes that I do. I have designated some space, quite a bit of space for my tomatoes. She also gave me black crim, and I don't have a picture of black crim tomatoes, and she just put them into a little baggie. I have 4 seeds, and that's how many I am going to do. My sister also said to me when I was talking to her on the phone yesterday that she would definitely do the black crim again, and she would definitely buy more seeds to keep growing the black crim. She also gave me Cherokee Purple. This was another one that she said she really liked. See, look what I'm doing. I'm still dumping these out on the plate right in front of my other tomatoes. Haven't learned my lesson, but this is just, I don't have a lot of room here. And so these, she gave me 5 of the Cherokee Purple, and I am going to do all of them. I just have to find the tag. I found it. It's in the back. So I'm going to do all of the Cherokee Purple that she gave me. And if I like it, then I will pick up some Cherokee Purple as well. So those are my varieties of my tomatoes. I'm also bringing you along because I'm up-potting some snapdragons. Now I grew some mini mix snapdragons, and I started them by seed. And I was saying how once they got to a certain height, then I was going to be up-potting them. So if you take a look here, these are my mini mix. They're over on this side, and some of these little 3x5 trays, this one here has 3, 7, 8, 10, 13, 15 just in this 3x5 tray. So I'll definitely be separating and up potting some of those. And I'm putting them in the same spot. Well, no, I'm not putting them in with the same spot as these tomatoes because I'm going to be putting a dome over these tomatoes, but I will up pot them over into these trays that I've set up, and then I will move them in with another tray of plants that I've already up potted. But first, I want to also put a little bit of soil over the tops of these tomatoes, and then I'll press the soil down to give it a good connection, to compact it in, and it'll be more compact in the soil, and it'll have a better germination rate on it. I have 5 of the 2.5 by 2.5 cells, and I've taken a little dowel type thing to make a hole in the center of, and I have a 6 cell here, so I'm just going to lift up these snapdragons very gently and separate them. So I had a group of 3 here, and I'll start by separating them. And I just want to get underneath the seedlings so that I don't disturb the roots too much. Now I've just grabbed the clump, and there's 3 here, and I'm just going to separate them very gently, and I'm going to put this one in that hole there, and this way, like, it still has a lot of the roots in there, and I'm just going to drop them in each of the holes, and then I'll get another little clump. And my puppy doesn't like that I'm not paying any attention to her. And just trying to get another little clump here. Where's another one? I've got, that's a single. Oh, here's one here. I'll grab this clump here. It's another clump of 3. And I'm just going to, again, split them up. Drop each of these into the little designated spots for them. I'll push this one down. And I'm going to push that one into there. Okay, so I need 5. I have 5 more spots that I can transplant some of these. This one's right on the edge. I'll just lift it up and loosen it out of the being right there on the edge. And I'll put that one there. Okay, I will take this one out. She has a lot to say. When nobody's paying attention to her, she has a lot to say. And then I've got another clump of 3 here, and that'll be perfect. I have 3 more spots. Oh my goodness. She's so hard done by, you would almost think. Okay, there's one separated, and another one separated. I haven't, like, I'm not ripping the roots apart, and then I'm gonna kind of push them down into the soil and then just build that soil up around them to kind of stabilize them. And I mean, I've already done quite a few already, and they totally are fine with being up potted and moved over to a different spot because they actually prefer to not be crowded. So splitting them up and moving them around. Now I'm just pushing them down in the dirt a little bit and then putting the dirt around each of the plants. And these are the mini mix snapdragons. The ones that I've already done were a taller variety. And then I'm going to move one of these over into this other spot just so that it's not, oh, that one's still good. I'll move one of these ones over. And then anything else that I have an excess of, I'll probably just take out the strongest, or I will leave the strongest of the two in the soil, and I will take out the smallest. Okay, so we did our tomatoes, got 21 varieties of tomatoes planted, and I've up potted more of my snapdragons. I'm just going to take this little tag and move it over to here so I know which ones that these are, and I will end up taking out some more snapdragons and just picking them out, the ones that I have an excess of and I don't have any more room to be moving snapdragons around now. So I have lots of snapdragons going on, so I think I'm not going to even bother trying to up pot anymore. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. And if you like this video, throw in a like. And if you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. So thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again on the next seed starting video, and that will be episode 7. So thanks for joining me, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.